In other global news, Ukraine has reportedly offered Russia a proposal to halt attacks on civilian targets in the Black Sea. And according to Reuters, the Ukraine's offer was conveyed to Russia through a third party and is still waiting for a response. And the proposal comes amid intensified attacks on vessels and ports in the Black Sea, raising concerns over disruptions to vital grain exports and global food supplies. Well, Russia and Ukraine are both major players in global agriculture markets, but escalating attacks on vessels involved in exports have disrupted vital trade routes. Ukraine says it has been forced to rely more heavily on alternative shipping routes after many ship owners halted port calls in the southern Odessa region in late July. Odessa is a key hub for Ukraine's grain exports. However, growing concerns over Russian strikes on vessels have made ship owners increasingly cautious about operating in the area. The escalating attacks and effective disruption of Black Sea ports have caused Ukrainian grain exports to plunge by 76% year-on-year so far in August. But Ukraine's agriculture sector has warned that if the disruption continues, it could have serious consequences for the country's already war-hit economy.
The scariest thing right now is that we have nowhere to put this grain. And today, with the blockade Russia is imposing on Odessa and its ports, through which we used to export about 4.5 million tons, this is truly a disaster for all farmers.
Well, at the same time, Russia has also faced interruptions to its grain shipments. Operations at 3 terminals at the Russian Black Sea port of Novorossiysk were suspended following a Ukrainian attack, adding further pressure to regional grain flows. While neither the Kremlin nor Russia's foreign ministry have commented on the reported Ukrainian proposal. Before the report, Deputy Russian Foreign Minister Alexander Grushko has said Moscow had received no formal Black Sea ceasefire proposal. A previous Black Sea grain agreement brokered by the United Nations and Turkey after Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022 allowed Ukrainian grain shipments to continue and helped ease fears of a global food crisis. Russia declined to extend that agreement in 2023. Ukraine later established its own maritime export route, which remained operational until the latest round of escalation. But Kyiv says alternative routes, including rail and shipments through the Danube, have limited capacity. Now, last Sunday, Turkey urged Russia and Ukraine to agree to a moratorium on attacks in the Black Sea, citing growing risks to civilian shipping. Kyiv is now awaiting Moscow's response to its proposal.